I get one Finnish episode a year, and this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kendra's sauna episode.
Hey Wanderers! Welcome back to another Foolish Wanderers podcast, the podcast about anything and everything. Today is Kendra's one Finnish episode a year.
One.
So last year was St. Urho, and then this year we're talking about the sauna.
Sauna. Katrina! Sauna!
I know, I had it in my head to say it like a sauna.
Mhm. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
It came
sauna.
out wrong, I'm sorry.
Sauna, not the. I don't even want to say it the other way, but
That's fine.
I have it written down at the bottom of the slide.
She does.
Yep.
She's very particular
Oh, yeah.
about the proper pronunciation of sauna.
Oh, I am. I was looking up like sauna pronunciation memes, and I came across they're selling like coffee mugs that say I'm silently judging your pronunciation of sauna. But the thing is, I don't silently judge. I will be like, no. So I'm not.
If it's somebody like you don't know, would you go up to them and correct them?
I wouldn't go up to them, but I'd just be like, it's sauna. It's sauna.
Sauna.
Yeah, like I would just say it like if someone said the other word, I'd be like sauna.
Like look at you
Yeah,
like,
they'd be like, what?
okay, whatever.
But yeah. Okay, go to the next. I have the good meme.
Oh no.
So it's what is this meme actually called? Is it just like scream?
I don't know.
Like it's the one from, well, I know who it is. It's the woman from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's that one where the woman's crying and pointing at the little cat that's like at the table, like meh, right? And so the woman is saying sauna, and that's underneath it says English speaking world, and then the little cat is saying sauna, and that's what Finland and
Finland,
proper
yeah.
Finn.
What is that cat from? I don't understand.
I don't
how they connected
know
it.
what it's. Yeah, I don't know, but that's my favorite meme. Like in general, is just the woman screaming at that little cat. I think it's so funny. All right, so we're talking about the sauna. I decided that we'd have a nice, beautiful, serene picture of a traditional Finnish sauna.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's by a lake. It's all serene, smoke. The water's all crystal clear.
Did you have you had a sauna in your house growing up, didn't you?
All of them.
Okay.
So because all right, I'll just get into this. So my mother's 100% Finnish. That's like her claim to fame. Well, she's not famous. Whatever. She's proud of it. My whole family's proud of it. That's just how we are. But every house that she's ever lived in, besides when she lived in California, has had a sauna. So,
which I mean, California's
they
way out there.
Plus,
so.
they lived in an apartment, and I think it'd be very weird to all of a sudden have like a little miniature sauna in there. I'd be like, what?
There's no bathroom, just a sauna.
But so I thought it was even weird that they bought like this condo that they lived in, and they lived in the basement of this. It looked like they showed it to me once. We drove past it. It looked like just a house, but they lived in the basement. So it was like a duplex split level, but they put a sauna in there. There was room apparently underneath the steps of the other one above it. So they made a sauna and they put it in there, and it was teeny tiny.
Oh, goodness.
And then the house that I lived in Minneapolis, there was a sauna. And I remember, because I was very little, I remember listening to, like, Kenny G, so, like, saxophone music and stuff. And I would go in there. And then the house I grew up in, that one had a sauna as well. But, yeah, I've always had a sauna. I didn't have a sauna until I left college. So I miss it.
Didn't we joke about, or you started planning how to make one in our basement in college?
Yeah, underneath the stairs. I was like, I could get like a bunch of heat lamps and cover the room in tinfoil or something, like a crazy person.
It's a college version.
It's a college version. Yeah, put plug in a little heater. I don't know.
That would have been
I
fun.
think it was one of those nights that I stayed up and was
Oh, it
missing
was many
and was
nights. We were just
sore from, like, leaning hunching over my laptop, working
yeah.
away, and I was like, "I need a sauna for my muscles."
We should have done it.
We shoulda done
And
it.
then oh
It's a
well.
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well.
Oh well. Okay. Let's start this out. All right. Okay.
Okay.
I thought this quote was really fun. Okay, so on the benches in sauna there will be born thoughts and feelings that never can be born in any other places in the world. So that's from a Finnish Nobel Prize winner or author.
Oh,
I don't even want to try to pronounce their last name.
okay.
Don't want to try.
Okay.
Okay, one knows sauna like the Finns. After all, they invented it.
Mhm.
Sauna has been a big part of Finnish life and culture for centuries, and although Finns no longer give birth in or bathe in it regularly, it's just as important today as it was then. In a country of about 5 million people, there are 3 million saunas.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of saunas there. And it's also very important for Finnish Americans as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, like, did most people where you grew up, did they have saunas, like, in their homes and stuff?
Not in their homes, but, like, at their cabins, they would have, like,
Oh, sure.
external, like, an actual, like, wood burning, sauna, like, legit. And, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
people would have, like, those, I think they're, like, infrared ones where they're you can buy it
Oh,
looks like a
okay.
closet, and then you can just
Yeah.
put it in, like, a room in your basement. It's just is, like, in there in the corner, like, with a glass door. It just feels really weird. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I get it.
There's one of those in our, public pool when I was growing
Mhm.
up.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, "What is that?"
Exactly. You couldn't go in it alone unless you're, like, 18 or older, so we'd always, like, have our
Yeah,
parents.
just to, like I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting, though.
I
Kinda
love
fun.
it. Okay, sauna is good for everyone, young and old. Sweating in a sauna cleans your skin and your body of, like, toxins, and the heat will help your muscle pains, and the quality of your sleep will increase.
I believe that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The most important benefits of the sauna are to help you relax and relieve stress. This is a funny, like, Finns are famous for having, like, weird proverbs and stuff, or, like, mottos, sayings.
Okay.
And this is one. If liquor, tar, and sauna won't help, an illness is fatal.
Oh oh.
So, like,
What's
you're gonna die.
tar?
I always thought tar is like that big, thick, black mud stuff.
Yeah, but
I don't know why you would use it. You put it on your body. I don't know.
okay.
Mask? Maybe that's like their sad version of a mud mask. I don't know.
'Cause I always thought, like, tar was, like, a torture because, like, it's so hot, like,
Yeah.
tar and
Tar and
feathers,
feather,
you
yeah.
know?
I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's like a mud mask version, okay?
Okay. We'll say that.
Okay, so we're gonna get into Finnish sauna culture. So this
Hmm.
is the Webster's definition of a sauna. Okay, a sauna is a Finnish steam bath in which the steam is provided by water thrown in hot stones. A bathhouse or room used for such a bath, and a dry heat bath, a room or cabinet used for such a bath. So just hot room with some stones and some water and heat.
Heat, yes.
Okay, so I should also put in that so in Finland, like traditionally, it's not called the sauna. It's just always sauna or a
Okay.
sauna. So it's never the sauna. But I've heard
Okay.
it both ways growing up because when it's like spaghetti, like chicken Alfredo isn't from Italy. It's
No, it's not.
Italian Americans version of that, right? They sort of
Mhm.
it's become whatever, and the same with sauna. So I've heard it both ways: the sauna or sauna.
Okay.
But here's another Finnish proverb. So
Okay.
sauna is a poor man's pharmacy. I remember like my grandparents saying that when I was growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
Oh.
Like it's a poor man's pharmacy.
I mean, if it sweats out all the, like, icky stuff, yeah.
So, all right. So now we're gonna get into sauna history. All right. So the oldest of Finnish saunas were made as pits in the ground and date back to several thousand years ago. So earliest versions date back to 7,000 BC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is no written history of how the first sauna in Finland came to be, but there are remnants of saunas that were so-called ground pit saunas and were used during the Stone Ages. So eventually, the saunas were built above ground level, and sauna was usually the first building of the house built. So
Okay,
these
so it's like a little
these ground pit saunas are like holes in the ground, and then you'd put like a tarp over it and have like a fire fire in the pit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, keeps you warm too,
Keeps you
I
warm.
guess.
Okay, so all you needed to build a sauna was ground, 3 walls, an entryway which could be covered, a turf or animal hide based roof, and rocks heated by fire. Okay, but there has to be. I do know from this when we were building our sauna in my last house I lived in with my parents that they have to be like a specific type of rock. There can't be any cracks or like pits or holes in them, because
Oh, you're saying
otherwise the
with
heat, if it gets too hot, they'll like pop, crack.
oh,
So it
okay.
has to be like a certain specific like rock, good rock.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so from then on, the sauna has been. I shouldn't say the sauna. Sorry, everyone. From then on, sauna has been improvised and naturally progressed to what we have today. As wood stoves became the norm and building qualities improved, sauna became a full-time dwelling, especially during the winter. So
So, like, would people, like, stay there all day then, or just for, like, an
So
hour at a
this
time?
is so sauna was so if you got like a plot of land, this is true in northern Minnesota and like Minnesota and probably like Michigan and you would build the sauna first. That was the first building you would make instead of your house. And you would
Okay.
live in there until you had your house built.
Oh, okay.
But
So is it just, like, is there different rooms in it, or is it,
So
um
there are in some, it depends. I mean, it all depends. So if
okay.
you go, there would be like I've got a little cute little cartoon. So there would be like a little entryway that has like a bench sometimes, right? You can put your clothes, and sometimes that has a shower in it as well. But other times there's other like another little room where there's a shower and like a bathroom, and then it
Okay.
goes into sauna. But it all depends.
Okay.
I've been to ones where it was like, open the door, there it is.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm used to seeing,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so bathhouses were recorded in Europe during the same time period, but Finnish bathing habits were poorly documented for most of history. That's because they didn't have writing down. It was just told through, verbal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the first written mentions of what is believed to be the sauna customs of the forefathers of the Finns was written by Nestor the chronicler in 1112. He told of, quote, hot wooden saunas in which naked bathers beat themselves with branches and finally pour cold water over themselves.
I've heard of the branches
Oh, yeah, we're
themselves,
gonna
yeah.
get into that.
Okay.
So during the Reformation in Scandinavia, the popularity of saunas expanded to other countries because the European bathhouses were being destroyed. So during the Middle Ages, sweat bathing was popular in many parts of Europe. However, the church forced the demise of sweat bathing in most of Europe. They were not successful in forcing the stubborn Finns to give up their saunas.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
No.
No. Finns are notorious for being very, very stubborn people. Not gonna
Mhm.
happen. They'd be like, well, I guess I'll go to hell. Okay, so during the Iron Age, smoke saunas, so no chimney in there, okay? No chimney,
Okay.
had come a long way and were very popular till the 1930s.
Oh, wow.
Wood saunas with chimneys became popular around the 18th century and from around the 1860s upon the Great Migrations to the US. So this next part is an article excerpt in regards to what the locals had thought about the newly landed Finns and their mysterious sauna building. They had no idea what a sauna was. This is what they thought it
Mhm.
was. Okay? So this
Okay.
is a quote. There
There.
There, sorry. Always there was one little building too many. Generally, it was a square, squat log house which seemed to be half in the ground with a wide door and a blind window. So the writer fails to find any sin beyond a certain standoffishness in the Finns he talks to, but he freely quotes the guide, a man named Hall, for a more sinister view of these people of the marsh edges. This is his
Ooh.
quote. The Christian Finns are all right, like the Norwegians, Swedes, and Danes we have in this state, but the Black Finns, this is their term of reference to the evil sauna worshippers of Embarrass, Minnesota, are not Christians at all. They believe in witchcraft. Every family has its own witch house close by its living quarters. That's the sauna.
Mhm.
It's not a witch house.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
And as often as a good Christian says his prayers, these black Finns visit their little witch houses. It is a funny sight to see the whole family, each one wrapped in a large white sheet, going to this little house to pray to some deity. Now, these black Finns, too, are good workers, but we know enough about them to keep away from them. So this
Did
text
they
is taken from The Opposite of Cold, the Northwoods Finnish sauna tradition.
did they ever, like, talk to them at all?
I mean, they
Because
probably didn't speak Finnish, and the few that
oh,
did,
that's
the
true.
language barrier, right?
That's true.
Mhm.
But, like, I don't know, they didn't worship the sauna, did they? Like,
No, but
it's just,
you'd
like, a place
go.
to go hang out and,
I mean, it's like
like
it's part of your bathing, it's part of their hygiene. That's where you would
mhm.
go, that's how you get clean.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so he was
It's just a lot of, like, mistrust and just because the language barrier, they didn't I don't know, they
the witch hut.
it's
That's what they called it, a witch hut.
I know. Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. Witch hut.
Is that what you're gonna call it from now on?
No.
A little witch hut.
Little witch hut. I just like always how that guy was like, he's like, "They're in these damn white sheets and they go scurrying to this witch hut."
Cold. You're gonna just have a sheet on. Sheesh.
Okay. After the Second World War, a revolutionary invention was released, the electric sauna. It meant that you can heat up the sauna fast and safely without burning wood. Nowadays, the smoke saunas are the oldest type of saunas in Finland and normally held in the highest esteem among the Finnish. So that's like the smoke sauna is the legitimate sauna. That's the original gangster, the OG.
Is there any that, like, work better than than
The
others?
electric
Or
one,
is
because
it
it heats up it's faster and it's
okay.
safer because there isn't, like,
Yeah.
smoke and, live
Yeah, sure.
fire. So, electric one
Okay,
would be
okay.
the safest and the fastest.
Okay.
Mhm. There are many types of saunas, but the most common ones are electric and wooden, with smoke saunas trailing behind. One reason that the sauna culture has always flourished in Finland has been because of the versatility of sauna. When people were moving, the first thing they did was build a sauna. Finns have used the sauna to live in, eat, address matters of hygiene, give birth in an almost sterile environment, and then women went through a purification ritual before marriage. Often old folks often drag themselves into sauna to die.
Oh, that's
So you would be birthed in a sauna, and then you would like go drag yourself off like an old dog to the
yeah, I
sauna
was
and
gonna say
die.
it's like a cat or something because you don't
Yeah,
wanna be around
yeah, you don't
people.
want to be around
Oh,
people, so they're
goodness.
like, bye.
Goodness, okay.
I thought that part was weird, but I
Yeah.
do remember hearing about, when I was from people that they were born in a sauna, older
Like,
people.
recent?
Not
Okay.
recently, like, older
Okay.
people, way older than me, but they were born
Okay.
in a sauna, or their parents were, or, older siblings, relatives.
Sure, yeah.
Everyone, if, like, you're Finnish, you would
Mhm.
ask around, you will find somebody that's, like, claims to have been born in a sauna.
I'm sure there's some people that still do it too, because it's part of tradition, right? I'm
I
sure
you
there's
know
still
what? It's probably that maybe, and then also, like, the weird well, not weirdos, but, everyone has their own cup of tea, own opinions.
yeah.
The people that are
Mhm.
like, "I'm gonna do it natural,
Yeah.
in a
No.
creek, down by the
Mhm.
river.
Oh.
Just gonna squat." There's
I don't
people
think you
like
go to
that
a
too.
river, but that's
"I'm gonna
true,
hit
yeah.
these bells and the pain is gonna go away.
But
I'm gonna
I
kiss
think
this rock and it's gonna make me go into a trance." Stuff like that. I'm gonna go
if
in
you're
this
kissing
sauna and I'm gonna
if you're kissing a rock, it makes you go into a trance, you have a lot of issues. You need to leave that area.
don't go by those rocks anymore.
No, stay away.
Okay, so
Did you hear apparently it's a thing sorry, I'm gonna go off a tangent. Apparently it's a thing where a new trafficking thing will people will put, money with, like, some sort of I don't know if it's chloroform or what it is, but people will put money with chloroform on your windshield, like, in between your wipers, and so when you touch it and, like, you, like, bring it close enough to your face, like, if you're just, like, brushing your hair back, something will happen, like, it'll make you fall asleep. That's apparently, like, a new trafficking thing. Like, that's
that's
terrifying.
very scary. Who's
It's
thinking
very
about these
scary.
scary things?
I don't you mean, like, who thought of it
Like
or
some
who's telling me
monster.
about it?
Probably TikTok is telling you.
Me no, it's my coworkers that are
Okay.
telling me about
That's
it, so
scary.
it is. It's like, who yeah, no, there's a lot of
A lot
evil
of evil in this world.
yeah.
But
Oh
we're
yeah.
talk we're talking about something awesome, and that's sauna.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. I'm not, no, it's good you told us.
Yeah.
PSA.
Yes.
Okay, so what was the last time thing we talked about? It was old people dragging themselves into sauna to die like a cat?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just imagine like them like dragging themselves like a cat or like a dog that's lost its legs, like just like They're
This is so,
just
this is so
they're like,
bad.
"Where's great grandma?" Oh, she dragged herself in the sauna to die. She just went off to go die. Like, that's weird.
That's so like
She
the
went
thing
into the
too. It's
witch
like,
hut.
but like, how much like I don't know. I guess like I haven't been around enough people to like know when you're dying. But to me, I usually think of like when someone's dying, like you don't have enough strength to move. Like, how do you plan that out to get to a
Roll? I don't
sauna?
know how you're getting to a sauna. Rolling? I have no idea.
Oh
Maybe they just
man.
end up living there, like, they start living there when they notice
Oh
their
sure.
strength leaving. They say, "Well, I'm moving into
Bring me food.
yeah,
Bring
bring
me
me
water.
food. I'll be."
I'll be here.
Oh, you forget that they're in there, so they're, like, in the corner, in the dark corner on the top bench, and all of a sudden you hear, like, a cough, like, "Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right, it's grandma."
Just your ghost.
Yeah, the ghost, you're like, oh, that'd be so terrifying.
Oh man. Okay, continue,
Okay,
please.
alright, okay. So unlike many other more densely populated places in Europe, the availability of wood needed to build and warm a sauna has never been an issue. Another reason for its popularity is that in such a cold climate, sauna allows people warmth for at least a short period of time. However,
Yeah.
it's just as popular in the summer as the winter. And then,
That's yeah.
yeah, I mean, you just go the whole year, like the whole year
I mean, like if you're used to it, that's like one thing, right? But to me, I can't
in the
imagine doing
summer.
it in the summer. Yeah, I can't
Oh,
because I hate the heat like that.
yeah.
But in the winter, I think it feel
Mhm.
nice.
And then so that way I mean, it just started working its way into tradition and stories because of, like, Finnish culture because it just was used for, oh, everything,
Hmm.
basically. And then it's also become, like, a part of, like, traditions in, like, Christmas and stuff like that. So, I remember my mom talking about, like, they went sauna on Christmas Eve, like, everybody, and then they could, like, open up presents and stuff. So, it's just yeah, so sauna is an important part of the national identity of Finland, and those who have the opportunity usually take a sauna at least once a week. The traditional sauna day, the designated day, is Saturday.
Oh, okay.
When I was growing up, Wednesday, Saturday were the
Did you
days.
just like pick a day, or is there like a significance
I mean,
to
I
Saturday?
don't know why there is a significance to Saturday. I don't know if maybe that's because it's the end of the week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know why my family goes on Wednesdays as well. I don't know. Halfway in the
Okay.
week, like, it's hump day. Hump day, we go to the sauna.
Oh
I don't
man.
know. So it was common for neighbors to take turns preparing saunas. So in the old days, when the sauna was hot, there would be a knock on the neighbor's door and the shout, "Sauna is ready."
Oh.
Today the same thing does happen in certain places in Minnesota, northern Minnesota, and the UP, Michigan. But that's with the phone call instead.
Oh sure. Like come over.
Yep. Okay, so taking a sauna begins with having a wash, so shower, usually a shower, followed
Okay.
by a sit in the sauna room. The room being typically warmed to 80 to 110 degrees Celsius. So everybody else, well, not everybody else, but
Like
only
people who be very
America,
yeah.
170 to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot, hot,
That's pretty
hot.
hot.
So
Yeah.
water is thrown on the hot stones. Oh, I gotta use my Google Translate for this, people. I
You're
I
Finnish.
know, but, like, this stuff's hard to say, man.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's so horrible. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Pause for Google.
Pause for the Google. Alright. This is just a little taste of the hell that is the Finnish language, Katrina, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So, "lulle" is the steam, that's what they call the steam.
Okay.
I can't it's really hard to say.
Lolly? Or how'd you say it? I'm confused.
I'll just okay, here we go.
It's hard for foreigners. Yes, it
Yeah, it's very hard for foreigners. Me too.
is.
And by the way, we throw the lulu from the sanko with the kauha on the kiwas in the sauna, not sauna. Sauna company.
Okay, so it's kiwas.
Cubus.
Did you get any of that?
So
So
um
so the sanko, that's the ladle, that's the wooden ladle that you
okay,
then go into the bucket, and then the lula is this moisture, the steam.
the steam. Okay.
Uh-huh. So the kiwas is the stove. That's the stove in the sauna, and then that produces a great amount of wet steam, and that's the lola. It sounds like
Okay.
I'm saying like cartoon crap, like a baby.
It
So,
does.
okay, so then the lull increases the moisture and the temperature within sauna, okay? So,
Okay.
occasionally on uses a bunch of leafy it's not fragrant. Why did I put fragrant?
I thought it was because what
It's
show
like
was it?
they're babies. They're baby birch branches. They're BBBs, they're triple Bs. Baby birch
Baby
branches.
which is
And those
okay.
okay, I don't call the Vita wait, no, I call it yeah, that's what we call it, Vita. That's and then it's Vasta in Eastern Finland, but we call
That's
it
what you call the branches.
yeah,
The
Vita.
baby birch
We call it
branches.
Vita, and then it's Vasta, but I've never heard it called Vasta. But then you beat
Oh,
yourself with it. It's
okay.
like a switch. No, it's not. Um
Oh, that's
no,
not
no,
fun.
you just, like, take it and you kinda, like, whip, like, "Woo." I shouldn't use the word whip. I don't know. You do whip yourself. You kinda go on your back and on, like, your legs and your arms and stuff. You
Okay.
gently beat yourself with it. Okay, so everything that I've all the research that I've done, they all say specifically, like, you gently beat oneself with the
See, those 2 words do not
I
go
know, that's
together.
such a contrast. So, it is relaxing, okay,
Okay.
because it, like,
Okay.
brings the blood to the surface, because, you're beating yourself.
Yeah.
It's like a weird massage and, like, it stimulates your skin, and I guess
Okay.
they started doing it because they claimed it does relax your muscles, and also it was to soothe the irritation from mosquito bites.
Okay.
Becau
Is it is it just the birch branches that do that? Or is it
I think it's because
like
you're beating yourself. And the blood rushes to the surface of your skin, so there's more blood in circulation.
yeah.
I think that's what it
Okay.
is. I don't think the
Okay.
birch branches have anything to do with it. I think
Okay.
you could use, like, anything to beat yourself.
Oh,
But okay, so when the heat begins to feel uncomfortable, it is customary to jump into, like, a lake, a cold pond, sea, or a swimming pool, or to have a shower, but you wanna have it, like, cold. So in the winter, rolling in the snow or, like, cutting a hole in the ice is sometimes used as a substitute. I do snow,
Okay, you
and it's
just roll around in the snow.
horrible.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
I think it's
It
probably
shocks your
really bad
system.
for you,
Yeah,
but we
well,
still do it.
see, like, I've heard it both ways where some people are like, "It's good to shock your system," but I've
I
also
don't
heard
think
it's
it is.
bad.
I think it's bad because it
I think it's
sucks.
bad. Yeah.
Once I did the hole in the ice in the
Okay.
lake, but
Mhm.
I waited too long because I was being a big
Oh, no.
baby,
Oh,
okay? And it
okay.
started to skim ice over. It started to freeze over, and I didn't
Oh,
notice it.
no.
So I went bam through the ice, but it was thin enough that I broke through. And I immediately got out because it was horrible, ran
Yeah.
into, the sauna, and then I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, everything's burning on my
Oh,
legs. I look down,
no.
there's just like blood all over. I cut myself to the ice. There's like blood scrapes all over my legs and my butt. I was a teenager.
Jeez.
It
Eh,
sucked.
yeah. Like, deep cuts are just, like,
They
surface
were just, it was like scratches. It wasn't like that bad, but they
okay,
weren't like deep cuts, obviously, but
okay.
didn't feel good.
No, being cut by ice does not feel
No, it
good.
doesn't. Okay, so after, like, sauna, it's custom to sit down in a dressing room or, like, on the porch and enjoy, like, they eat, like, a sausage and then drink a beer. My family
Okay.
has never done that. The beer, yes. The sausage,
Okay.
no. But
You would serve hors d'oeuvres and
there's
things
no
after you
sauce
got it.
there's not a random sausage that no one eat yeah, no. It's a beer. So
Okay.
after cooling down from the first bath, one goes back into the hot room and begins the cycle again. So you just, same thing.
Oh, wow.
Wash
Okay.
off, go in the hot room, jump in the lake, roll in some snow, scoot your butt in some snow, go back in the sauna, the whole thing. So the number and duration of hot room cooling down cycles varies from person to person based on personal preference. So there isn't, there's not a rule. It's just personal preference. So usually one takes at least 2 or 3 cycles, lasting
Oh
between
goodness.
30 minutes to 2 hours. So this isn't like we do it for 15 minutes. If you want it, you can, but like if you're going to do it like the traditional way, it's like a long period of time, like your evening is this.
Okay.
So in Finland's numerous summer cottages, bathing might go on well into the night. This is especially true in the summer when there's virtually no darkness at night. What is it? Summer sun? Midnight sun? Midnight
Yeah,
sun.
I think it's like
So
something like that.
sauna
Yeah.
sessions itself is finished off with a thorough wash. That's when you're using like soap. So you just take a regular shower.
Okay.
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 I got some
So
more proverbs. You got questions?
So I looked up if it's dangerous to go from like hot to cold quickly, and it can be harmful to the human body, especially those with like chronic cold related problems. But it can hurt your body to go from hot to cold quickly. Because I remember when I was down in Florida, like in middle school with my family, we were at the NASA center down there, and my siblings and I, it was so hot. It was like humid when you're not used to the hot Florida, and so we were trying to like we were outside looking at stuff, and then we are like we're gonna go inside like in the AC. So we kept going in and out, and my parents were like, you pick one or the other. It's bad for you. So that always like stuck with me because it's like it's not supposed to be good for your system to go hot to cold quickly.
Well, I'm probably still gonna do it. all my great grandparents and my grandpa, they're they live they're up there in age.
Do they still do it?
My grandpa does,
Oh, really?
and
Okay.
he's like 86, 87.
Oh,
He's still
wow.
doing it.
Okay.
I wonder if his brother does because he's even older. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
All right, we got some more Finnish proverbs, people,
Okay.
because they're fun. Okay, so a sauna without a birch whisk is like food without salt.
Oh, just
Gently
necessary.
so.
Gently be yourself. That's
I like this one a
Oh.
lot. A woman looks her most beautiful after sauna.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's pretty. I guess I also think I also should have this little thing in there. So like Finnish proverbs, I think they're famous. I don't know if I think they're kind of well known. Like they've got like some good sayings and stuff. Because I was reading, I told you about this, The Great Gatsby. And you know how Nick Carraway, the main character, not the main character, one of the main characters, he had a maid and she was Finnish, and he's like, oh, she tells me Finnish or like famous Finnish proverbs, or she tells me Finnish advice, Finnish proverbs.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So maybe it was well known at one point. Maybe it isn't
Maybe.
anymore. We're bringing it back.
Okay. Bringing it back.
We're bringing
Put
it
it
back,
on
people.
t-shirts.
Putting on a t-shirt. Okay, so I got a good one. This is a little Finnish folktale. Okay,
Okay.
so this is told of a farmer who enjoyed sauna heat so much the devil made a trip to meet him. I hear you like the heat of a sauna, said the devil. I do, replied the farmer. So the devil invited him to a place where it is so hot that you'll be begging me to stop it. Hearing this, the farmer went willingly. When they arrived in hell, the devil shouted to his demons to throw more coal on the fire. More heat, yelled the devil. We have a farmer here who loves the heat. Soon hell was blazing with fire. It was so hot on earth that volcanoes began to erupt. The farmer smiled. More heat, the devil yelled. More heat for this dumb farmer. By the time all the residents of hell had gathered to watch, they began to chant, heat, 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 heat. The devil was mighty embarrassed, for hell was heaven to the farmer. The farmer smiled again and thanked him so much for a wonderful heat. Finally, the exasperated devil screamed, Get out! I never want to see you down here again. So the farmer returned to Finland, sad to lose the wonderful heat, but knowing his fate was secure.
So as long as you're Finnish and you go to the sauna, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah!
Let's say that.
The chosen ones. Oh, here's another little. This is funny. I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a Burger King in Finland.
Okay.
And so you're like, okay, whatever, Burger King in Finland, okay? So the latest innovation we never knew we needed features a 15-person sauna, shower room, locker room, and media lounge with TV and gaming facilities. So this is at the Burger King in Helsinki, Finland. So guests can spread out on blue and red benches in sauna, perhaps covering their modesty with a Burger King towel or robe, and watch TV or play video games while basking in the steam. In the
See, if I
lula.
could
In the lula.
if I could play video games and sit there and, like, yeah, that would be fun.
And if all that pore flushing is making you hungry, servers from the outlet visit sauna to take food and beverage orders. So you can
Ooh.
enjoy a meal as flame grilled as your skin,
Oh,
although
ew.
your fries might wilt in humidity.
That would be very gross.
I'd like it.
That'd
So
be
one
fun.
of the one sauna that I had growing up, it had speakers in there. So like I said, listen to
Okay.
Kenny G.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I've seen like saunas on Pinterest that have TV screens, so people watch TV in there.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's also anyone wants to know about more about that Burger King in Finland with the huge sauna. There was a
Mhm.
funny YouTube clip with the actor Paul Rudd,
Oh,
and
okay.
he went to that place and did like a little interview,
That's awesome.
and they
Is he
ate.
Finnish?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, he just went there.
Okay.
Matt Damon's a little bit Finnish.
Oh, okay.
Renee Zellweger, she's Finnish, but that's about it that I know for Finnish actors.
Nice.
So that was my sound. That was Kendra's Sauna's episode. Wait, that was Kendra's
So
Sauna episode. Everyone, that's all I got. Oh, if you want to see any more of those fun proverbs, Finnish proverbs, I've got. If it's from Ink Tank, that's Finnish sayings that tell you all you need to know about sauna. For regular sauna information, I used the Thai. Oh my lord, how do you say that? The Taiga Times.
yeah, Taiga
Okay, so
Times,
it's
yeah.
Taiga Times spelled TAIGAT .com, and it's Finnish sauna culture. CNN Travel they had the article about the Burger King sauna spa in Helsinki, Finland. Of course, Wikipedia and ScandinavianStandard.com, the ultimate guide to Finnish saunas.
Nice.
Oh,
Now I
and
really wish that we built a sauna in our sauna in our basement in college.
me
So
too.
we could have done our homework in
I
there.
know. We could have done great things in there.
Hmm.
Would have helped with the stress.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Instead, we took like 30-minute long shower.
Yep, that was the sauna. Yep, we took like half-hour showers. It was great.
Oh goodness. Do we want to round out this episode with a fun fact?
Sure. Oh, I forgot. And the YouTube video of the little clip that we had it was entitled "In Finland We Have This Thing Called LOL," and that's by "In Finland We Have This Thing."
Okay.
It's funny.
Nice.
It's just like this. It's like a guy. It's just a Finnish guy he just talks about little cultural things from
Okay.
Finland, and they're like a minute long videos. So
That's
mhm.
nice. All right. Would you like fun fact number 59 or 60?
60.
60? Okay. So, fun fact, paper bags can be worse for the environment than plastic ones. So, it's common notion, right, that paper is better for plastic than plastic bags
Yeah.
because paper will, degrade and, plastic won't. It'll
Yep.
stay in your landfills forever.
Because it's bleached or what?
No, so apparently, paper bag production emits 70% more pollution, uses 4 times as much energy, and takes more time to break down than compared to plastic bags. Plus, I also heard too that they're heavier, so transporting them in
More gas.
yeah, it's a lot more gas. Yeah, so paper bags aren't necessarily better.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't
What
that
am I supposed
sad?
to say when I just say paper and plastic? I'm like, paper or plastic? I don't know. I have my
I don't know. So
reusable bags, but sometimes I
yeah,
forget them.
nice. Yeah, I'd say reusable bags are definitely the best. But I've seen too. I guess I don't know if they actually recycle them, but I know some stores have like those drop off sites. You can bring all your plastic bags and then they recycle them.
Mm.
So that might be the best option too. Like if you have a store that can send them off somewhere to get them recycled, that
Hmm.
might be your best option because they're lighter to transport. They take less, energy to produce. Than if those can be recycled, that's probably I think that's like your second best option. Surprisingly, but yeah,
That
the
that
world
that
is a weird place.
that world is a weird place. That's really weird. Okay, that was a
Hmm.
shocking one.
Yeah. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed Kendra's one Finnish episode per year.
One.
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 Even though we sneak in some like Finnish fun facts every once in a while
Every
too.
once in a while with the buckets and the
Yeah,
Amo Koivunen.
yeah, that was a good episode. I
That
like
was
that
a good
one.
episode.
Let's see. If you guys would like to suggest any future episodes, feel free to email us at fwplisteners@gmail.com and check us out on Instagram at Foolish Wonders Podcast.
And as always, the FWP podcast is released every single Wednesday from wherever you get your podcast from. And make sure to like, subscribe, and if you really want to help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Please consider leaving a 5-star review. It helps us get noticed and the podcast get out a little bit more into the ether webs.
Yeah, please share it with your friends and family.
Or your dog.
Or your dog.
Or your sauna. Or your witch hut, whatever you want to call it.
Just listen to the podcasts in your sauna.
That would be awesome.
That'd be so much fun.
Do that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh my goodness gracious. I just gotta say about that Northman movie.
Oh no!
I was like, there better be some Finns in there. And but they wouldn't be because, Finns are not Vikings. And it was
I was
about
gonna say,
Vikings.
it's more Norwegian.
Yeah, it's Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish and Icelandic. Those are
Yeah.
Vikings. And there was Finns in there because at the beginning of the movie they showed the Viking king coming back from pillaging wherever.
Okay.
And then he brought back some Finnish looking people in a bunch of chains. So I was like, oh, there they are. I was like, the Finns are in the movie.
It's horrible. My people.
I was like, my people. Yeah, but it is horrible. But at least
Oh goodness! What a way to start a podcast.
My people.